Sure.
Bam. To them, to our internets. Well, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm pumped on the rain. It's pretty awesome. Wanted to do some time to talk about the art walk for this month, how it went, how we can do better. I saw Susan's comment about Shield Bistro. I think that's my bad. I think I corrected it in one map and not in the other. And then also Nicole Fairley, one of our artists, said that we put her traffic box, we switched it with Travis Pendleberry's. So we'll make sure to fix that for next week. But how do you think it went? Any feedback on the map? Any feedback from folks in the hood?
I like those little maps. I think they're nice. I think they're readable and work well. I only went one. I just went to Hybrid for a little while after I was at Louisiana with the light thing I did. That's the only places I was at.
Cool. Yeah, we got some good feedback from folks that were into your preview, Susan. So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
People were pumped.
Yeah,
During
that was fun.
what about you, Travis? Did you get any feedback from folks, or do you have any feedback for things that we could do better? No?
Really look at her. I folded over to send them out.
Sweet. Yeah, you said that we should do Old Nick's next time. Make sure that we hit up Old Nick's with a couple more maps.
Yeah, I think they got missed on the last one.
Yeah, and people are stoked on the maps. Businesses especially are just super pumped. So yeah, I think that's something we can definitely change for next month. Does anybody else have any feedback on September or things that we can fix either in the printing, the look of the map, stuff like that?
Nope.
Well, the WCC hired an actual graphic designer, so now I won't have to do it anymore, which I'm pretty pumped on. So we can have someone that'll actually change the borders and make it fun and make it a little bit prettier and stuff. So I was doing the best I could, but I think now it's gonna be a lot cleaner of a map. So that's awesome. Any updates for October? Or edits or ways that we should promote it differently?
Yeah, nothing yet.
That's why you wasted a ton of time.
I haven't heard anything yet.
For sure. No, nothing from Susan. The WCC hired a social media person. It's Claire Shetman from the Whitaker Community Market. So they're going to be promoting like the vaccine clinics and Art Walk 2. And Josh, I don't know if you can hear us if you're on the surface of Mars right now, but you'll be pumped to hear that the WCAT Instagram will get some love too.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Oh no, sounds like someone took a spill. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if anyone has any feedback for October, but I'm gonna make the change for switching Nicole's traffic box with the new one, or with Travis's, so it's in the right place. But if anyone else has stuff they think we should add, keep me posted or keep Doriandra posted, and she can coordinate with the graphic designer so that we can update the map. Vaccine confidence art, the traffic signs and the yard signs. Doriandra, do you want to do an update on where we're at?
Sure. Yeah, everything has been posted with our community partners, but there was some feedback about just the clarity and hoping to kind of tighten up and push forward the campaigns with more advertising. So we're going to hand it off to the new graphic artist, or the great graphic artist we had before, and she's going to push forward with more visual works so that our stuff will get more input. And we did actually change the deadline to the 29th, just because We got one submission from a graphic artist we thought would be a really bold one, but it was just quick. It was quick work. So we could tell that the deadline needed more consideration. So that's the update there.
Sweet. Anybody have feedback on changing it to the 29th of October? Or has anyone shared it with folks in their network yet? I saw a post from City of Eugene or Lane Arts Council, I think.
I sent it to a group, local art group, and I sent it to a graphic designer that I know who's
Cool.
in the BIPOC community, but I didn't hear anything back from those people.
Great. Yeah, we were excited, or I was excited to hear that Lean, the Asian network in Lane County, was really excited about it and felt that they could generate some interest with BIPOC folks. So that felt good.
And as when I get the graphic design thing in my hands, I'm going to hit up the University of Oregon. I'm going to hit up the BIPOC Art Collective. I'm going to pass it along to some peeps in the neighborhood who are ready to like print it out and hand it off to folks so we can have some printed copies too. But yeah, I think that we're going to get some good responses. I think we just need to promote it in a way that kind of catches people's eye and makes it easily shareable. And I think between the graphic designer and the social media manager, we're going to get quite a few folks respond.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of the posters made, so they're around town now. So I hope that maybe some of our folks on bikes or people in the neighborhoods would see them and jot down the info. So that's good. There's a couple up there's one by Blair Alley and Rooted Space, and yeah, they're around the WIT. So
Cool. Susan, Josh, Travis, y'all have anything else for the vaccine traffic or the vaccine confidence signs or the traffic signs?
No, it sounds good. Sounds like good work good progress is being made.
Well, Josh, hold on to your hat, my friend, because you want to hear about some fucking progress, man. Just wait for this free.
Yeah.
should I tell you? Okay, Josh, are you sitting down? We have
yeah.
we have a
sitting down.
signed, good. We have a signed contract for the contractor to push forward on the free wall.
Wow. It only took 2 years, 3 years.
Mic drop.
Well done.
Yeah. So I'm just elated, and he had said that he'd feel comfortable to sign it if we push forward the deadline to November 15th. But then when I saw him the other day, I guess it was like 2 days ago or on Friday, he said, yeah, work's going great. I might just be ready to go in a week or two. So now I'm kind of mad dancing with Emily Lightfoot and Cindy Kohler from the city so that we can get the paperwork that exists updated with the correct dates on it. And then she'll be calling us for a site visit. And so Brian, the contractor, will come down and everyone will make sure exactly clear on placement, and he'll be off and running. So
Awesome.
yeah, I'm hoping maybe you could help me do that, Josh, when the time comes. If
Absolutely.
great. Yeah, I'd love to get us some real WCC art team eyes on that, just to make sure that it goes in the right place.
No, totally. Let's see, both of my girls are in school on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to noon.
Okay.
So I can be girl-less during that period.
Okay. That's girl-less. That's cute.
Little ladyless.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then that's undoubtedly when we'd be meeting.
So basically, like in the mornings is
Okay.
good for me.
Perfect. I'll write that and convey that when we get ready to plan the meeting.
Super
Thank you.
exciting.
So
Yeah.
Josh, now that we have an alternative funding source for the build, and we have the signed contract, you want to reconfigure the grant, and we can reach out to the BIPOC Artist Collective and see if they're down to program the first year of the wall.
Fine by me. I have
Cool.
no objections.
Does anyone else have any ideas for kind of like a artist in residence for the free wall for the first year?
The only stipulation I would say is I would push to give Val a shot, because she's been a WCAT person, and like to give her a shot at things in the early part of the programming would be cool. If not, I get it.
That makes total sense to me. Yeah. So do you think that she would make a good artist in residence for the first year, and then choose the other 4 muralists? Because the way that we have it is having an artist in residence, and we pay them the bigger stipend, and then they curate the wall and choose one artist for each of the seasons, right?
I'm sure she'd be thrilled.
Oh,
But if it didn't work out like that, she could be one of the 4 artists or something. Either way, I would just like to keep her in mind, because she's been a part of the project in the past and all.
For sure. Susan, Travis, how do you feel about that? About having Val as the artist in residence?
I don't know the person, so, or I don't
Well,
think
we
I know
don't
them.
necessarily. We don't necessarily have to decide right now or anything, and I could probably talk to her too and see, gauge her interest. Or Dane could. I don't know. It depends on who
I feel
talks to her
fine
more.
with supporting the people that other people know. I'm fine with that, because it's not an area that I'm familiar with.
For sure. I think Val would knock it out of the park, honestly. I think that she would really do wonders to promote the free wall during its first year, and bring in some really cool people.
Yeah, and I feel like she knows a lot of people between the hip hop community and the art making community, and between her and Deline, I feel like they know a lot of people.
So you wanna tag team the grant again, Josh, and then pass it on to Ellen? She can do,
Yeah, it should be no problem. Okay, so let's see when I'm looking at it. But basically I need like a little write-up of all the new information, the pertinence, and then we would have to decide how you wanted to write in the BIPOC collective part of it you were talking about. And that's about it, really.
Yeah, I think that if we wanted to keep it broad, what we do is just say that like we're planning on having an artist in residence, and for individual artists, so that we can have some leeway, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think that if we give ourselves more of a choice, that might be better. So we could, if we say Val's name and then she has to not do it, I think that would hurt us, versus if we just say we'll have like the structure of the artist in residence and then choosing the 4 artists. We'll do workshops.
Oh yeah,
winter,
for sure. I wouldn't.
spring, summer, fall.
I wouldn't mention her in that part of it, but if I remember correctly, it had some. I think it had pretty specific language on how the residency program and all that was going to go down. I guess if you were thinking, we could probably broaden that a little or generalize it a little.
Yeah, do you
probably
mind
doesn't.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say it probably doesn't matter if we do that, like broaden it or generalize it a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just pull up the grant application?
No, not at all.
Cool. What's up, Rupert? We got a cat on WCAT.
And it's basically the last page of the application is all we need to look at. The rest of it is already filled in, and that's kind of like the story portion of it. I don't think we need to change much of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for the grant in one more spot really quick.
I have a file in my Google Drive.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I can't find it super fast, so I'm gonna poke around for it a little bit more, but if you can find it. Yeah, if you can find it easier, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just poke around for it a little bit.
I'll find it right now and then share it in the chat.
Cool.
We'll see what I can find.
Sweet. Yeah, so I can add the new language once you find it, and then yeah, I'll just send that right back to you, and you can add in your bits, and then we'll send it off to Ellen, I guess.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Hold on, let me see what I can find.
Can you guys include me in the, I'd love to read specifics of it. I was just looking and I don't see it in mine either.
It's crazy, man. I can't find it anywhere. Yeah.
Look at what's happening on the bridge.
Oh, is that an epic sunset?
It's on the Valley River Bridge. A little ribbon of incredible color.
Gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
It's so pretty. The camera doesn't do it, guys, of course, but it's quite gorgeous.
Thanks for that. That's awesome. While you're looking for that, Ian, can I just bring up the intersection murals real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
It's something that's on my mind, y'all, because the we had a great meeting with the city, and oh, did Josh just find it? Oh, let me read this real quick. Go back to that. Oh yeah, that works. Thank you, Josh. There it is.
Okay, so written into the end of the document are also like addendums that we haven't maybe fully finished or covered. And I don't know, just thoughts, I guess. Jotting notes near the very end of the document. But some of those numbers will probably need to be messed with. And that's what I mean by pertinence.
Totally.
Basically, the last page is what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'll take a stab at this the first pass, Josh, before the weekend probably, or maybe during the weekend, and send it off to you.
No problem.
By next week we can talk about other stuff, because like there's the artist in residence, and then there's $500 stipends, and then paint. So, and primer. Dude, this is rock solid, man. I remember this now. Yeah, this is gonna be saucy. We're gonna get all the sauce.
I haven't read it just right now, but if I remember correctly, yeah, it was pretty good to go.
Yeah, it just needs to be formatted, and yeah, adding some stuff. Yeah, this is gonna work. We got this. Cool. Sweet. Does anyone, Travis, Susan, do you have any feedback for the grant, things we should include, budgets that we should have in there. Right now, we've got money for each of the guest artists. They'd get a $500 stipend. The artist in residence would get $2,000. And then we have $100 for primer, and then $600 per artist for paint.
Hmm.
So it comes out to $7,000.
Hmm. Hmm. Can't think of anything.
Okay. Travis, you got anything? Things we should include, budgets, stuff like that?
Oh, not really. But it doesn't sound like such a free wall though, if it's gonna be planned and have murals and stuff, because it's supposed to be a free wall where people
Where-
can go paint on it instead of people's properties.
Yep. And so that's a really good point. And just because we're hosting the mural workshops one day doesn't mean the very next day it could be something completely different.
Absolutely, it'll still be a completely free wall. We're just going to be utilizing it like just very minimal portion of the year, maybe 4 weekends or however many is laid out in the grant thing proposal. And again, we can change it up too.
How do y'all feel about hiring a photographer or videographer to capture some of the images of the
I would say
food?
videographer. That would be awesome.
Videographers are really expensive, but I know some
Good point.
But I'm down to put them in there if you think videographer versus photographer.
I think you should hire somebody that can do both. That can do video and some stills, because you probably are going to want stills on the website. You're going to want stills. That's my, yeah, I think you should hire somebody and I think there's probably people that can do that, that can do both, that aren't super expensive. Don't know you off the top of my head, but I might be able to find somebody. I don't know. Depends. You might want to outline what you want. That'd be the first thing. Outline what you would want that person to do, and how you're going to be using things. Or not that they would have rights or anything, just that so you'd know going in.
Probably mostly just content for the website and promotions for us. And then down the line, we would use that as like strong content to promote materials for other grants, perhaps bigger ones, stuff like that. So we wouldn't have to use it for like that much. And it wouldn't have to be necessarily that like extensive either to be a pretty good thing for us. At least
You
that's
could probably just do, like an hour or two on the different weekends, and you'd probably have plenty.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. Appreciate the feedback too, Travis. Like, I think, yeah, keeping it a free wall and making sure that we message that correctly is super important.
I think it will remain 99% free. I mean, besides our programming is hopefully ideally there in place to help community members to learn how to, like, if they want to, how to like make better murals. So I think that feeds into the idea of like it's not necessarily like the free wall, but it's like teaching people and helping people to enjoy the free wall a little bit more, maybe, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I think that's a super good point.
That's my thoughts on it.
I'm pumped, and we got to have some sort of big celebration when we build this thing too. Because it's been such a trial. I mean, Josh, you, Dane, Val have been at this for a really, really long time. So, yeah, I'm so excited to see this thing off the ground.
Sweet! So pumped.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just like pacing around the house because I have so much energy, excitement.
Nice. Last thing on the agenda is reflection space, the final build and placement. Dane's not here tonight, but I know that he said that we need to get this thing out of the shop ASAP, and putting us out on the street is definitely my priority too. So I'm hoping that we can record the messages really soon and just put it out on the street. You know, just like put it out there, and yeah, just have it be live, and we would have it. You know, we can add more. Oh my God, Rupert, calm down, but we can add more phone lines to it. But yeah, just having those two phone lines, because it's going to be Word Crafters and us first, and then I think Lane County Public Health might buy into it as well. Doriandra, do you have an update on Word Crafters, where we're at with them, or are we
No, I didn't hear back from today after you and I discussed it, but we'll just push forward with that. And the feeling I got last week was that it was close. So yeah, probably by next Monday we'll have something. I'm sorry, Rupert is so rude. He's having a fish connection. I'm sorry. So yeah, and then the question too I have was then, is there anything I can do to help you, Ian, in terms of where we go next with Lane County Public Health, or is that that's something we're paused on until?
Yeah, let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'll keep you posted when I hear back from them, and then it might just be me handing them off to you and seeing kind of where we're at. How does the weekend of the 23rd and 24th sound to move this to Oakshire?
To its place.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
What are you doing,
I
Chad?
don't.
I'm personally out of town.
I'm not sure right now.
Yeah, I have to run to Washington, but I'm not the one with the truck anyway, but I'd love to see it get into its place. What about the following weekends, or Halloween, right?
Yeah, well, I guess Dane is the main person that we should ask, because he's got the truck and everything. And
Yeah.
I think now it's going to be time to reach out to the folks at Oakshire, Doriandra, and just say like, hey, what do we need to do? And so I'll make sure that what are you doing, Travis?
Oh, the little possum was going across the. Yeah, you didn't see it?
No,
Darn it.
bro, you gotta unmute and say, look for the possum.
Right. We missed it again.
Yeah, you've robbed us, man. This is 2 for 2.
Wait, what happened? I must have missed something last week.
Let's see if I can get it. It's like
He's gonna be a teenager by the time we see
on
him.
top of the basket of wires.
Wait, say
Oh
it
my
again.
God.
Where?
It's turning the back.
I can't watch him ride at the same time.
Gotta take a step closer.
The
Travis.
cord's not long enough. Sorry, guys.
Oh man.
That's so brutal.
Well,
It's such a cute little possum.
why is he just living in the office there with you, or
Because it's
where?
warm.
We got rid of 6 of them.
Oh my goodness.
This one's the chillest one that just comes out and eats dog food and
Oh,
walks around, and it's pretty
Huh.
chill. So you
wow.
can pet it every once in a while.
You know, most
can
people
pet
have
it?
cats. Travis.
Travis, you can pet it?
Yeah.
What?
We're coming over.
It'll take food from your hand and stuff. It's pretty cute.
Oh,
We're
my-
working on getting
Yeah,
it more
set up a
trained.
petting zoo.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Dude, if Blair Alley did have a mascot, a possum would be a pretty rock solid.
Yes.
Like
I think so.
Yes.
That is true.
Very marsupial.
word. Well, I don't really remember what we're talking about anymore. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't either.
the phone booth. So yeah,
phone booth.
I'll reach out to Dane and be like, "Yo, what's up, Dane? Can we do this the 23rd, 24th?" And then yeah, if he says yes, we'll put it out there and we'll record the things before then. So Doriandra, I'll work to make sure that we
Ooh.
we get Dane to commit to a weekend, and I introduce you to the peeps at Oakshire.
Perfect. All right. Good.
So do we have a script written out for like what it's gonna say?
Nope.
No, we don't have a person who's gonna do it yet. First person?
Nope. I know that Wordcrafters has a script and they know who they want to do for them. So we need to come up with a script and come up with a person who's going to do the Spanish and the English parts. So, I mean, I can read stuff in Spanish. I grew up speaking Spanish, but I think it would be much better if we had like a bicultural, bilingual person, right?
Definitely native speaker.
Yeah.
Because I can read in Spanish, but I'm not a speaker.
Can you speak possum, Travis?
Almost.
Perfect.
I should not. I just saw a story about some guy in Georgia that raised a possum
They're
as a
wonderful
pet.
creatures. They're really nice. I mean,
They're
everyone's so afraid of them, but they're really good. Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry, back to the meeting.
Possum tangent.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can all take a stab at the script next week. Just agree on some script language. I think simple is probably better, you know. And we should also be writing at like a 6th grade reading level, you know.
Mhm.
So if anyone walks in there, they'd feel comfortable. I think Ellen would probably be the best person to judge all this stuff. She kind of seems like she knows how to be able to write for audiences and make stuff really concise. So I'll probably ping her about the script and see what her thoughts are.
I agree.
Sweet. Cool. Does anyone else have stuff that wasn't on the agenda or that we didn't cover tonight?
Oh yeah,
No.
I do. Just thinking about the meeting that we had, Ian, with the city public manager and folks there, and just kind of to be thinking ahead if we can. The intersection mural project we can't apply for until after the 1st of this year because the city won't be ready to accept our proposals. But I'd like us to be kind of in line and ready to go at that time, so that we can be kind of first to the races in some way. And so it was interesting talking to them about hoping for things that or designs that are not really word based. But she really asked us to consider a lot of the reality of an intersection mural. And so that's kind of been at my mind lately, what that really means. And so it's just, maybe it's a conversation we could have soon and think about how Ian wants to structure that search. And if you guys have artists in mind already, or so maybe we can do that soon, Ian.
Yeah, and I would just say if anyone has any ideas for how to be able to kind of frame what we want at intersections and how we ask people to be a part of intersections, I think that that'd be a good thing to start to think about.
Yeah.
And crosswalks too. They're down for crosswalks, but they might say that we can only do murals like in between the yellow or orange lines.
Oh, that was right. Thinking in the lines, right.
Yeah. So if y'all just want to start thinking about that, we still have a couple of months, 3 months, right, before, at least 3 before things change.
Yeah. Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Susan, Josh, you got anything before we go?
No. Mm-mm.
Can
I'm
we
bummed that-
possibly see the possum?
The possum, the cat.
Gotcha, makes sense. Okay, so we don't have to think about that one for a little while. Okay, gotcha.
No, but if you get any ideas, we should definitely like think about them and have them in the hopper ready to go.
For sure. So it's a program that we're trying to apply for to get funding for.
We already have the funding. It's just
okay.
that there's no policy from the city that gives direction for what can and
Gotcha.
can't be in intersection.
Oh,
But if we had,
Gotcha.
like if Travis was like, art is at the intersection of like, music and, community. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm kind of just making stuff up. Then, that's what we would ask artists to interpret, right? Or when they're applying for our call to artists.
So like a big chasm, so that motorists slow down when they drive near it.
I like that
Like
one.
that.
I think that would work, dude. Actually, totally.
Travis, you're hired.
Done. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
That's
Cool.
classic.
All right, y'all. I'll post the Zoom recording up in just a little bit, and then Josh, I'll work on the grant, and I'll wait for your feedback. And then when you're done, we can send it off to Ellen.
Cool. Keep me posted.
Cool. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
Hold on,
Thanks.
possum's
Oh,
moving.
hold on, possum. Possum starting.
Shit, move it. It's right there.
Sorry.
Do you see him? Right.
Oh my God, I see his little head.
I didn't see
There's a
it.
rodent in your business. Get it out
Oh
of
my
there.
God, it's precious.
It's a marsupial, not a rodent.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, he's so small.
So
So cute.
cute. That little face. It's oh.
I can't.
Really damn cute.
No,
Can you zoom in on this? No.
No, the cord's not long enough.
oh, well, that made my night. Thank you, Travis.
Totally. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Thanks, y'all. See you next week.
All right,
Good
guys. See you
night.
later.